On tonight's episode...
America.
America.
Oh, yeah. It's 4th of July weekend.
What?
And we're going to talk about...
Eurovision.
Eurovision.
America.
Because it kicked Europe in the butt. And now we make fun of them. We'll also talk about...
a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
And other pop culture news. America. Okay.
Right.
Let's start our 4th of July weekend episode talking about our favorite 4th of July Independence Day movie.
Well, you just named mine.
Yeah, 4th of July?
Independence Day. Freaking love that movie. Unironically, unabashedly, totally sincerely love Independence Day. Not the sequel. Independence Day.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Pullman makes me cry. Jeff Goldblum makes me cry. Will Smith makes me cry. It's just...
It's really good.
That speech, we will not go quietly into the night.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Probably one of my favorites too.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think about it, yeah. I guess, yeah.
I mean,
There's some other really good movies, Oliver Stone, Born on 4th of July. There's
The Patriot.
The Patriot is really good too. But
those are the big ones. There's the classic musical 1776.
I need to see that one. I saw that on a list somewhere. I was like, I didn't know that was a movie about, specifically about. I need to check that.
No, it's pretty good. Of course, it's quickly going to be supplanted, I think, by that other great musical, Hamilton.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know pieces of Hamilton, and but Hamilton is only the beginning, right?
This is true. Up until the whole first act is really the war for independence.
I assume these are
and then the Constitutional Convention and all that.
I assume the other movie would be the entire movie.
It's all the Declaration.
About it. Okay. Yeah, so happy 4th of July for everybody out there.
You can't forget Captain America.
Yeah.
It's not really 4th of July, but it's definitely...
Captain America. Yeah. But, he was born in 4th of July.
Was he?
I think so. Yeah, I think
makes
there's
sense.
something in the books that made him born in 4th of July.
That tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, Evans and the MCU Captain America, but the books, Captain America is, real hero.
Well, in that first movie.
Huh?
The first movie.
What about it?
I thought the first movie was perfect.
Yeah.
After that, I didn't really like the direction the character took.
Yeah.
But that first Captain America, the first Avenger
that's
was
true.
pretty fantastic.
They made him like uber liberal rebel. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July.
Yes.
Enjoy
Happy
Independence
Day.
movies. And careful with fireworks out there.
Grill stuff.
Eat, celebrate
Yep.
the birth of this nation.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on to the other side of the planet, across the sea. Eurovision.
Yes, this was a...
Correction. Eurovision Song Contest. The Fire...
No, the tale of...
No, the Fire Saga story.
Whatever.
It's a gigantic name.
Yeah.
New Netflix movie with Will Ferrell and...
Rachel McAdams.
Yes. Before we start, spoiler alert.
Yes. Okay. Also Pierce Brosnan, and the only other one that I really recognized was the guy who played Matthew Crawley on Downton Abbey for a while, whose name escapes me right now.
Yeah, I can remember his name. Someone made a
but those are the only big name recognition ones.
Someone made a fan art of him as the Reverse Flash. I don't know if that would ever become a casting decision, but it looks good.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Because he looks like a bad guy. Even though in this movie he wasn't really bad.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know. Anyways, But who else? I think that's it. That was a lot of the movie was shot in what's the country?
Iceland.
Iceland. So there's a lot of Icelandic talent. The movie is about this song festival that takes place in Europe. All the countries in Europe send representatives. All the countries vote for the best. So there's people involved with the festival, and there's former champions and runner-ups participate in the movie in one moment or another.
Yeah. So just to be clear, the Eurovision Song Contest is a real thing. The movie's not real, but the real singers, real winners participated.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of ways it's a very, like, loving tribute to the contest, to the artists, and what it means for some of these, especially the smaller countries, I think.
Yeah. Will Ferrel is married to an Icelander. Or Sweden Icelander, I think. I can't remember. Anyways.
Oh, like in real life?
Yes.
Oh, I had no idea.
We talk about.
Yeah, I totally remember that conversation. Yeah.
Anyways, so he's married to an Icelander, and he found out he got to know the festival, the contest, going to a family house to her parents or someone in her family, and they were all watching. They were all excited. And he got into it, so he started watching every year. He would watch, and in the last couple of years, he went to the festival. He watched everything from backstage, how it works,
wow.
Yeah. So, and he decided to make a movie. So he made a movie. He knew everything. So a lot of people, not a lot of people. There's some idiots out there that like, oh, he's mocking the festival. No, he did because he knew he did with love. If anything, he's mocking this fictional character that he created. And that's not mocking, that's comedy.
Yes. Yes. So, the fictitious character he created...
Lars,
yes. He could probably throw an arc in Iceland in, like, any given direction and hit somebody named Lars. It's a really common Scandinavian name. I have a lot of ancestors named Lars. Anyways, Lars and... Oh, no.
Ingrid. No, Bridget.
Sigrid,
yeah.
Yeah. Lars and Sigrid, and they're just best friends since youth, and as a child, young Lars watches the Eurovision contest, and he's inspired... ABBA. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He sees ABBA sing, was it Waterloo?
Yeah.
Yeah. On Eurovision, he's inspired to dance, and then Sigrid is this little girl, the same age, but she'd never spoken before, but he befriends her, and he teaches her how to sing, and she finds her voice, and it's just, they have this dream to make it to Eurovision, and to win Eurovision, and thus Fire Saga, their band, their group, is born.
Mm-hmm. One little thing about her, she's very religious. She's very into the culture and Icelandic religion, so she believes in elves.
Yes. She brings some little offerings to this cute little elf village, this little elf house.
Who are part of one of the most hilarious scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Get there.
Oh my gosh. So good.
But so these two, they are very, very... engaged into the music they make, but they're not big.
They're not popular.
I mean, they're not popular because people don't know them.
Yeah, but like the people in their little town in Husavik, like they've heard their music and they don't like it.
But
to be fair, they only want Yeah Ding Dong. That's the only song their village wants to hear.
The locals only wants the old local popular music.
Yes.
You know, they're not into, and they sing pop music. They sing.
They sing like very Icelandic
versions,
esoteric pop music.
Yeah, no, but they sing pop music when they sing in the bar. They sing versions of pop music.
Yeah.
But the people say, no, we want Ya Ding Dong. Anyways,
yeah.
So the politicians in Iceland, they have to nominate a candidate,
a
competitor for the European contest, which is the Eurovision Song Contest, and they have this great candidate. They have this great competitor
played by Demi Lovato.
Yes, which I don't remember the name, but yeah, she's played by Demi Lovato. So she sings like the real singer, so she sings really well.
She's got the voice, she's got the look, she's got the stage presence. She's just perfect.
But, but the politicians are concerned that she's gonna win. And the country that wins the contest is in charge to host the competition on the next year. In Iceland, it's small. They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So the
treasurer, banker, sort of person, minister, fellow, keeps insisting that it will bankrupt the country.
So they basically try to sabotage the whole thing, inviting these two that have no chance to win.
And they don't win. Demi Lovato wins the first round.
Yeah.
And is nominated to go to Europe to represent Iceland.
But she's not able to go because she dies.
Spectacularly. And so does literally everybody else except Fire Saga.
Yeah. The boat where everybody is celebrating explodes and they are not able to make... And they start their presentation really well. You know, they sing decently, especially the girl. The girl sings really well. But all the time they try to present their songs, something crazy and tragic and nonsensical happens
mostly because of Will Ferrell's attempt at Lars' attempt at like fancy costumes and stage stuff and harnesses and flights and effects and everything else. That's usually what goes wrong.
Yeah. Anyways, they get to go to
Edinburgh,
Scotland, where the contest takes place on that year. And there, their first presentation starts really well, as I said. But then she has a ginormous scarf that gets into and Will Ferrell is running this what do we call that?
A hamster wheel
for some
as one does
reason.
Yes.
So her scarf gets stuck into the hamster wheel, and then fire, and then the hamster wheel falls. It's like that disgrace.
Yes, but they get back up on that stage and they finish their song.
Yeah.
And that inspires the continent to give them enough votes to make it to the final, right?
Yeah. But Will Ferrell leaves because
they
thought
have a
it was
falling
disgrace. It was terrible. But Sigrid stays because they made friends around the other competitors. She made friends with this weird Russian guy,
Matthew Crawley,
named Igor. I don't remember his name.
You should know by now. We don't remember the name.
But is he the Lion of Love or something like that? Yeah.
Think like if Joe Exotic had a really good voice and was Russian.
Yeah. It's
kind
like
of that vibe. Lots of tigers, lots of half-dressed men.
He could easily be Putin's nephew. There is, the shirt is like almost not there, and he has dancers. He's only missing the horse, but the Lion of Love, the Latin Russian, if that's a thing. Anyway, she makes friends with this guy, and this guy said, no, don't go, stay here. And actually, even before the support, she said, no, I'm here for this, I'm gonna stay, even if I lose. And because she stays, she gets votes from the fellow countries that, I don't know, pity or empathy or
just respect for them getting back on stage.
Either way, she sings really well. So she started really well. Everybody was impressed. The presenters of the show, the commentators of the show, they was like, Icelanders, like that's gonna be very funny, and they surprised them.
The presenter is Graham Norton. He was the other big name. It's great,
and he's the one that says Icelander, and they, especially her, they make jaws drop because it's like, wow, that's really good. And moving on. the disgrace happens. Will Ferrell leaves. She stays and she's ready to sing for the finals. And Will Ferrell abandons music and goes fish with his father, who's a fisherman.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan.
Yes. But his father, they had this rough relationship, but his father said, no, you sing, you remind me of your mom, yada yada yada. And he jumps in the ocean and swims all the way to Scotland. No, not really. First he goes to consult with the elves.
Yes. Where he meets our banker, treasurer, finance minister fellow.
Yeah, we find out who is the bad guy behind the weird
he blew
accidents.
up the boat party in an attempt to save Iceland from bankruptcy. Yeah. And now his only choice is to kill Will Ferrell to save Iceland.
Yes.
But Will Ferrell's just left an offering for the elves. And, so he's like mid-strangling Will Ferrell and suddenly he stops and falls and there's a teeny knife in his back.
Yes.
And then Will Ferrell looks at the elves' houses and the teeny door slams.
Yeah.
It's good. You gotta see it. It's good.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's funny. And yeah. Oh, the Sigrid and Lars, they are a couple. They grew up together. They sing together. But she wants him. She wants his baby.
Yeah, she wants to like take it. Like she wants to actually be a couple, and he's like, no.
Music.
We can't get over the way with music. Yeah. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, but at the end, she sings. He plays. And they get disqualified because they finally sing a music that she wrote. Usually he would write all the songs, but she wrote hard, and it was beautiful.
And parts of it were in Icelandic.
Yes.
So
which people didn't seem to people would like Icelandic. The Icelanders loved it, but everybody else is like, nah, don't sing in your own language. Sing. For everybody.
Everybody sang in English.
Yes.
Everybody sang in English, and apparently that's the way to win. Yeah. It's like a weird thing in pop music. Most pop music is in English. There are a few exceptions.
That's true. Even people from other places.
Yeah.
Except Open Gangnam Style. Whoop.
It's true, but even that has odd little English phrases.
Does it?
Yep. Oh, sexy lady.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah. But that's because English gets infiltrates in every language, and people use expressions from English. I guess that's why. But yeah, what else about Eurovision?
Yeah, so he goes, he sings. They of course lose, but lose with dignity and joy and everything else.
And they made up.
They made up. They had a baby. They go back to Husavik, their little town, and sing.
And they end as they started, singing Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Yeah, after all of that, all their village still wants to hear is Ya Ya Ding Dong.
His father ends up with her mother, so which is weird.
It is very strange, which they acknowledge on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was really good with delivers. He's been delivering for a while now.
Yeah, they both do. Rachel McAdams is one of those.
Yeah, but on this type of comedy,
funny person.
On this type of comedy, I don't see she doing something like this since I don't know, probably Bridesmaids.
Was she in that?
She is Regina, not Bridesmaids. Sorry, Mean Girls. Yeah.
It's true. Well, that's why I say it's surprising. Like, she doesn't do this kind of movie very often, but when she does, she's good.
I guess it's the power of Will Ferrell. He's a big name.
No, he wasn't there to help her in Mean Girls.
He
wasn't there to help her in Mean Girls.
I'm talking about on this one.
Like, getting her into it? Or?
Yeah. Even though after between Mean Girls and this one, she did a lot of very, very dramatic roles. She could choose not going back to comedy, but I guess it depends on who invites her. First, probably the most successful, one of the most successful SNL alumni, like
Yeah.
that it is actually working. Because they have Eddie Murphy, we have Chris Rock, but they're not doing much these days.
It's true.
But yeah, this guy, anyways.
But yeah, it was a good movie. It started out like I thought, oh, okay, this is pretty predictable. Like, here's our antagonist and here's what's going to happen. But it didn't follow the predictable path. And it ended up being just very, very funny, but also very heartwarming and sweet and positive and
good music.
And yeah, good music, fun music. So definitely one worth watching.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's brand new. Is in the top 10 of Netflix already. So yeah,
check it out.
Use the holiday, watch a good movie. That's one.
Okay. Speaking of good movies, Disney is milking the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise just a little bit more.
Yes, this time they want to go for the all girls path. So it's
up until this point, I have zero interest in it. Right, another Pirates movie, an all girl reboot. It's but
I don't know the but.
Oh, but a couple recent announcements make it sound a lot more interesting. First, Margot Robbie is cast. Big fan. She does good movies. And second, Christina Hodson, who you might recognize from Birds of Prey.
Who's that?
Writer.
They said recognize her, I think face.
You might recognize her name from the credits on Bird of Prey. She's a writer, and it sounds like they're bringing her on.
Okay, yes. And yeah, they're gonna do this all-female pirates. I mean, all female-led.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not gonna be a pirate ship full of women.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess they could do it.
I can think with Chris, with that writer and with Margot Robbie, it sounds like it's actually going to be worth seeing and might not be terrible.
I mean, it's a pirate movie, and if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah, okay, we'll see. Margot Robbie's going to be there, so it's that's all we know. So there's nothing, not much to talk. So let's see. Let's wait and see what happens.
Yes. What else?
We do have Curb Your Enthusiasm. HBO renewed Larry David's show for the 12th. I think it's the 12th, right? 12th season.
Sounds right. It's a lot of seasons.
We have no idea when they're gonna start shooting. We have and by we, I mean me and HBO. They don't know too, and they have no idea when it's gonna premiere, but it's gonna happen. Let's see. Coronavirus gets decimated from the planet. Tomorrow there's no more coronavirus. Everybody is cured. Everybody is well. The economy is open. Everything starts working, and everybody starts working. And then they're gonna call Larry. Say, hey Larry, let's start shooting. It's like, yeah. It might take 5 years. So, but it's there.
Okay.
And years ago, HBO said no, we're willing to make seasons as long as Larry wants. It's up to him. We don't know when, but we'll do it. So, Curb Your Enthusiasm renewed for HBO Max.
Okay, this is good news. What can you tell me about? Is this PlayStation?
PlayStation Plus, PS Plus, celebrates 10 years this July.
Yay!
And to celebrate that, they're giving us every month. They give away 2 games. This month they're gonna give 3 games.
Do we know what the games are?
Yes, NBA 2K20 and the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Erica. Erica is really interesting. Really, really, really interesting.
Huh.
It's a game. They call it what's it? Cinematic interactivity.
Oh my.
I can't remember the tag. But it's like it's a movie, but you make decisions.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not CGI. It's like actually shot with real actors.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
cool.
download
Yeah,
that.
I wanna do
and
that.
check that. So yeah, and they have other discounts, other bonus, other a lot of things for the month of July. Starting on July 7, all the games will be available for download for PS Plus members. PS Plus is with the discount for whoever wants to sign up or renew or put some more years in their accounts. And yeah,
All right.
getting people more excited and more ready for the PS5 that is coming soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Okay, I saw this headline
Yeah.
go across my Facebook feed. I ignored it because I thought it was like a joke or like a fake news site.
Uh-huh.
Are people seriously talking about making the Star Wars trilogy prequels legends?
Not prequels,
Like,
sorry. The sequels.
The sequels.
I wrote it wrong.
Okay,
It's the
even
sequels.
still, like, is that really...
There's this rumor out there.
my
Everybody
gosh.
is at least reproducing that Disney might erase the sequels, episode 7, 8, and 9, and reboot, restart, and and I keep making jokes wherever I see this on the news. I keep going on social media, keep going posting and making jokes. I was like, yeah, they should make this Legends. Which is ironic and funny because that's what Disney did to the old canon of books, comic books. They made Star Wars Legends. This is not part of the canon anymore, just Legends.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be hilarious to make the sequels Legends. I doubt it's true, but the rumors are everywhere. It started. I start seeing like secondary, like obscure websites and portals, but now like local news is like Desert News here in Utah was like posted an article about it.
Huh.
And I think it's just a big rumor, and it's
I
also
hope so.
is also the lack of entertaining news, because of Corona,
Sure,
because the industry
not
is
a lot going
shut
on.
down. So if anything, a little bit bigger, it's like, wait, let's talk about it. So they start talking about it, and it becomes news. I don't think it's really news.
What a waste of like...
The part, what's it
time
called?
and
The
money.
Edge of Extinction. Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
It's all about the sequels. They
Yeah,
don't want to
that's
use
true.
the original trilogy or the prequels because that would mean give more money to Lucas.
Right.
And so and they have this whole new Hide the Republic initiative with new books and stuff, which I guess it doesn't touch the sequels, but either way. Yeah.
Okay, well hopefully that doesn't happen.
To be honest, if it happens, if it doesn't happen, I don't care. If it does happen, I don't care either because they would make more and this would become Legends and
No, they've done it. Like, they did it, they need to just own it and move on.
Yeah.
And be done.
Yeah.
Is how I feel about it.
Well, I guess that's it for the 4th of July episode.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.
Wow.
For people listening to us on our podcast, they cannot see this great visuals for this great sound effects.
The amazing fireworks display.
Yeah. Well, may the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
See you next week.
Bye.